It's basically...
So ASMR, Ryan, how do you not know what ASMR is?
ASMR.
Well, I had to think about it. Like the first premiere was like the Super Bowl, right? When Lenny Kravitz's daughter did the thing with the beer. And that was kind of like the first...
oddly satisfying?
Mm-hmm.
No. So ASMR is fully in your ears. It's like...
Oh, okay.
But you can watch, like, they'll do, like, personal attention videos, like, on YouTube, like, Ting Ting. She's great. And she'll, like...
Good old Ting Ting.
She'll, like... They'll, like, be, like, brushing your hair. But, like...
So you're just full Bose headphones listening to someone brush their hair?
No, they're brushing your hair.
Like,
it is,
scratching
like...
the mic.
Yeah, and they're, like,
Interesting.
this or something.
So this podcast could be considered ASMR for some people.
Yeah, well, yeah, probably. I mean,
tingles in
whatever
the brain.
floats your
Whatever
boat.
gives you tingles in the brain.
Find your lost remote.
Hey,
Okay.
ain't that the truth? Whatever floats your
Trying
boat.
to tickle your brain. So ASMR, you're trying to tickle your brain.
Exactly.
Let's tickle some brains tonight,
Guys, this is They Call Us the Breeze. Let's go! All right, guys. Oh, there it is. Cracking the cold one. We even got Hailey Bear over here drinking beers. Guys, this is They Call Us the Breeze, episode 3. Let's do this shit.
Let's go.
All right, so we are missing Dad tonight. He is missing in action.
He's not missing.
Yeah, like I did post that last
We
night.
do kind of know where he's at.
I did. I
Not
said,
coordinates,
Dad
but-
went missing on our post. I said Dad went missing, so we're replacing Dad this week. I guess I should have been a little more clear. He's not like missing. He's out doing one of his bucket list items, seeing Virginia, and we're the forefathers and a lot of history.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to Harrisonburg and I'm gonna take the whole family and we're gonna do the whole recreate and enactment of Civil War. You guys would like that, right?
Yeah, we'll get you guys, get you boys them jackets.
And that was when
them coats.
the Patriot was going down, the movie, and then they had like those little figurines, and I was like, that's all I wanted from that Williamsburg, Virginia tour that he took us on. I was like, where are those little figurines? Like, I don't know, I just always loved that part of. Anyways,
well, hopefully he's up there and enjoying himself with Mother and hanging out with brother Adam and our cousin Chris and his family. But we have Hailey Bear here to replace him this evening. Welcome to the show, Hailey Bear, live.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
An honor.
Yeah, she has. She called the show, or we called her one time back in the pilot days, and she humored us then, and we said, why don't you come on into the studio to the Tiger Cage live?
Hot seat.
What do you think?
Hot
First
seat.
impressions?
Yeah, first impressions.
Loving these microphones. Loving the setup. I'm loving the Do You Know This Man picture in the back.
Oh, yes. So, listeners out there, if you haven't already done so, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Definitely check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/They Call Us the Breeze. One of the posts you'll see up there, I threw this kind of wanted poster of Dad in the cowboy hat. It says, "Do you know this man?" And then, of course, it just has the name of our show, the release date for the first episode, and then, the logos on where you can listen. So Mom prints this up at the office, and Dad, I'm sure, tapes it up on the wall right here in the Tiger Cage, so we're all three just kind of staring at it right behind the computer. Yeah, it's pretty fucking hilarious. So make sure you like the page and subscribe to the channel. And like I say every episode now, for every one of you out there that's listening, there's 1,000 of you that aren't. So tell your friends about us, guys. We got a great show tonight, all sorts of things. Of course, we got celebrity birthdays, right? We're going to do that.
Yep. I'll probably still lose.
Ryan, no peeking this time because that got weird. Dad had to peek, and then I was like, you know what? They shouldn't be able to peek anyway. So Dad gets the week off. So Ryan's going to play Hailey Bear. So that's going to be fun. Of course, we have Haters Gonna Hate tonight. What are we talking about, Ryan?
I think we're going to be talking about convenience stores, right?
Yeah, basically convenience stores. Ryan brought up something. He's like, I want to hate on this. And I said, that's a little too narrow, but I'm sure we can expand upon that. So we'll have that coming up as well. Of course, we can't do Go Ask Your Dad tonight because there is no dad here. So in lieu of that, I'm going to do some Did You Know That?
Or just ask your own fathers those questions, too.
Yeah, just bother your own dads this week, I guess. And if you don't have dads, check your local YMCA. I'm sure you can find a Big Brother program.
Yeah, I think so.
Those are great.
Yep.
All right, so Hailey Bear live in the Tiger Cage, man. Thanks for coming out tonight. We appreciate it.
Oh, I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, good.
What do we have?
So,
We have Birthdays?
Oh, no, not birthdays yet. I wanted to talk a little bit. I've been watching it finally for the first day. I've finally been watching a little bit of the Olympics. I know I'm a little late to the game. Actually, Dan and I, again, mentioning Dan on the podcast, shout out to Benson.
Yo,
I'm starting to
shout
think
out.
he's not real.
It was good to see him. It was really good to see him.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, I walked into Steve's and what up, Dan? Yeah. Hey, man. I'm going to get tacos. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you.
I'm going to go get some tacos
me
real
and Dan
quick.
are sitting there, and of course, two different TVs have two different Olympic events on them going on. And he goes, "Are you been watching the Olympics?" And I'm like, "No, not really at all." That's very un-American of you, Remy. That's very un-American of you. How un-American? I'm like, I don't
with his
fucking know.
eyes low, just that is very.
Hailey, you showed me something last night. Last night at the bar, you showed me something on the phone about the Olympics that was funny. I forget what the fuck it was.
Still what you were just talking about.
Oh, the cardboard beds?
No, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the triathlon, the men's, whenever they run in.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Or Seth Meyers.
Yeah. Okay, wait, what about Seth Meyers?
Was it Seth Meyers was in the crowd?
Oh,
tennis
no, to sign the autograph?
Yeah, he
Who
stopped.
the fuck was it?
Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller, yes. The guy, did you see this clip?
No.
Sorry.
What sport was he? Tennis.
Tennis.
Yeah, he was playing tennis, and just in the very front row behind him was Ben Stiller and his wife, Christine.
Wait, at the Olympics?
Yeah, like at the fucking Olympics. And this dude stops in the middle of the fucking set and runs the lengthways down this blue wall, this little waist-high blue wall, and then runs
it's like
back
an
up.
awkward 30 seconds. And then the whole crowd starts laughing because he hands him a magazine with the Sharpie. This is like a full-grown man. And he talks to him for a second, signs it, and he runs back and he goes, sorry
about that.
It was Ben Stiller.
It was Ben Stiller.
And then continues to play.
I think Ben deserves a medal just for that, right? I mean, that's probably the first time the dude's dude's bouncing the tennis ball, right?
Yeah.
And then he's like,
well, I made the point. I was
oh shit.
I was like,
hold up.
Ben Stiller's
gotta go get this.
Ben Stiller's literally here to see me, but I have to take a break real
Yeah,
quick so that I can
to
get
go
his
see
autograph.
him.
Yeah. Fucking front row sitting right there. Yeah, that's
God, that's so fucking funny.
there was another
it's unbelievable.
there was the other
And
clip.
by the way,
So many
what
clips.
is he even doing, risking his life going over there just to go fucking watch tennis?
Well, yeah.
And balls to the face. I mean, he's right behind the
Dude.
damn tennis player.
Did you guys see
That's
the
his moneymaker.
Did you guys see the Philippines weightlifting girl?
No.
So she brought home the first gold medal for the Philippines ever.
Really?
Ever?
And she's getting gifted so many things, $1 million,
Muscle milk.
three properties of land,
40
getting
muscle
showered.
bound dudes.
Yes.
Yeah, protein.
Virgin dudes.
Yeah, and she's in the lower division. She only weighs 150, and she's pumping 400 on her back.
A little tuna
They're
can.
like, how do you have all
let's
this
talk
years
about the
later?
sports you
I really
don't
didn't
want to
do
do in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Top number one sport you would not want to do. Summer Olympics only.
I was about to say no. All mine would be Winter Olympics because I'm really bad around ice and snow.
Dude,
but
I would love to see you do if we would go fucking Winter Olympics. I want to see you do the high jump with those skis. Dude,
yeah,
where
that's
you
what I'm
just-
saying.
Wait,
that.
you guys know Eddie the Eagle?
Eddie the Eagle. No.
Oh, is that the movie where he? No.
It's the Olympian. So you know how people are always like, wow, why don't they have average people in the Olympics? Just to give us some perspective, us normal people that are watching. And they have a rule because in the 70s, there was a guy and he got in basically purely off of hype, and he was super average and awful. And he auditioned for the high jump, but got 60 meters behind everybody else. And so they made a rule, and it's the Eddie the Eagle rule where you cannot go into the Olympics as a joke.
How about
There's
that guy, though?
requirements
He's
now.
I stuck it every fucking time. And he's
Qualifying rounds.
He's just
qualifying
some
rounds.
nut job, 70-year-old.
yeah.
Poor
I don't know.
Eddie.
I think the one that I really want to do is probably, I was watching Korea versus China do archery, and dude,
Archery would be
do
fun.
it.
that would be
Yeah.
fun, but
No sweat, bro.
I feel I just wouldn't. I don't think I would be able to even make trials or anything like that. But
You probably wouldn't even show up on time for trials. You're the latest, most flaky motherfucker I know, man.
most diabolical hater.
Diabolical hater.
This side of
Mississippi.
That's the one you would want to do?
Oh no! Well, I don't know. What I don't know. I got to think
Or you
on it.
wouldn't want
What
to.
would you not want to do?
I got a list Number one,
running.
Okay.
Anything involving running.
That's
anything
true.
mountain biking. Do you see the guy? He got off his bike and just.
Oh, my hemorrhoids.
They were going
would
for
be...
an hour straight, and this guy straight up just got off his bike and started walking his bike. Like,
I'm done.
no,
Fuck
that.
Dump it.
I'm out.
Stupid.
Yeah.
I'm
Some
dumping
guy
it.
like purposely falls off. You can tell he just was like, fuck it. Like, we've been, and they're like, not only are they like in like 100% humidity, 100% heat, like they're going up these rocks. They're going up 90-degree angles for an hour.
I'm out.
No.
I'm out. And like you said, yeah, running. Anything.
Yeah. Anything running.
really physical. That's why archery, a breeze.
Yeah.
Those guys.
I would just light my shit on fire. They're like, no, that's against the regulation. You're like, no, it's not. Light that arrow, bitch.
You know, much like we can't be too good at this podcast because then the radio outlets that we use will stop playing us. What about that shit with Simone Biles? Right?
I don't know. I know that she. I don't know. She just totally dipped, right, or
No,
something.
so she's...
For mental health,
yeah,
right?
mental health. Which is I mean, I don't know much.
I guess from what I
Too
understand,
much pressure. She just
From what I understand, they were telling her to basically dumb down her skills because she was doing all these crazy fucking moves that
Like, she's no doubt above everybody
That
else.
was,
She's
like,
in her own league.
so in her own league
She's making her own rules.
that for them
Oh,
to
yeah, she's making up her own moves.
She's just showing that
for
it's
people
capable.
for people to attempt to do that, they said it was very dangerous and some people might hurt themselves trying to be as good as she is. So she was getting like a lot of flack for it, and they were trying to kind of suppress her talents a little bit and telling her to kind of go easier, which would be like asking us to like play guitar dumber.
yeah.
You know what I
Like
mean? Like
act-
worse, like pretend like we were bad at guitar. You know, I mean, we are bad.
We're very bad at guitar. I was like, that's easy. That's already done.
I immediately realized where I was going with that one as soon as it came out of my mouth. But so she, I guess, quit because she's like, dude, I need to be fair to my teammates and let them like rock and do their thing and like not have to deal with all this media scrutiny. And then also for my own mental health. So she just straight up quit the Olympics. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
She's like, this is bullshit. Anyways, these beds suck. I'm out.
Justin fucking Bieber made a post about her on Instagram, and he's like,
What did Justin
I don't
have
need. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what
like,
did JB
the
have
fuck
to
do
say?
they have to do with each other? And the one, he's like, I don't know you. Like, it's a long. I mean, it's long. It's like longer than he's said about his wife ever, I think. And it's like, I don't know you, but like, I love you. And like, I mean, I'm like, the Get outta here.
JB sends K's to his wife. I bet all the time.
Yeah, have you seen those videos of him
No.
like shoving her, like hitting her with the car door? That's just
He does
wild.
cute. He's just like
He's
yelling at her in
yeah.
like the Venetian like lobby and shit, just basing her out. And they're like, Justin just got off the show. I'm like, no, he purely hates that girl. Like, obviously.
yeah, that's fucking. I
it's
have not seen
wild.
those videos. Yeah, I'm a little under. I'm the old man in the group.
Yeah,
that's
you don't
for
even
sure.
know who Selena is.
Old man, look at my life.
Yeah, I'm the old man in the group. That's for sure. That's why Hailey Bear and I get along so well. Is we run to the bars together. She's like my number one drinking buddy. And one time we actually did convince this drunk dude that I was her father.
We gotta do that again.
Basically saying that I was 14 when I had her, even though it's about a 12-year difference.
There's no
And
math.
the dude
at
was buying me
Steve's.
drinks, and he was, like asking for my permission to go hit on her. So that was the first time like I got drinks bought for me for a weird,
Yeah, it's
By
a
mail.
loophole. It's a loophole system, man.
Yeah, it
So,
works. There was
yep.
no math.
Yeah, we
involved in
gotta
that.
we gotta
Anyways.
definitely. And he kept putting his sweaty leather fedora on my head. He had a bald head and he was sweating, and he had a leather fedora, and he kept taking it off and putting it on my head, and it was like, oh fuck, dude.
The flags were so
Sounds like you
red.
kind of wanted it, low
Yeah.
key, though. I mean, the way you're.
Well, we didn't know at one point if he was hitting on me or hitting on him. So
No,
it
that was the other guy that worked at a
No,
car
that was
dealership.
yeah. Well,
Were you doing magic tricks with a deck of cards?
We
again?
always have a lot of fun when we go. We went out last night, and this motherfucking dude that looked like Mel Gibson now, just old looking, old dude, but looks like Mel Gibson now. He was fucking hilarious,
The
man.
best.
I mean,
The best.
we got some audio of him, but we decided it would probably be a little incriminating, so we're gonna leave that out. But he was telling this story about. He was talking about this
CBDs.
restaurant. Oh,
CBDs.
CBD, the
CDBs.
the stuff.
CDBs.
Who knows?
CDBs.
It's an old thing, and I think, like he said, all the classification laws are lifted at this point. But he's talking about working. He's like, I used to prep squid, and like from
Okay.
Because
scratch.
I'm in right now.
It was a sushi pizza restaurant,
Yeah.
so it was like
He was.
they were so confused
He's
about
like,
what they were.
He was like, I was popping out eyes on these squid. I was cutting them up and blah blah. Blah. And it was the grossest job. And every time I'd come in, he's like, I worked all sorts of positions, but every time I'd come in and I was on squid duty, I'd be so pissed and everything. He's like, well, we had this huge like semi-truck trailer that was refrigerated, and that was basically where our walk-in was. And he's like, I literally just took 3 boxes of squid one time and just threw them up on the roof of this thing and just pretended I didn't have them so that I didn't have to prep them.
Oh,
And
Lord.
then he called it. What did he call
He
it?
called it Squidler on the roof. That's so good.
There was some other sandwich about like a
Wait,
beef and bird.
He threw
Beef
him
and
up on
bird.
top.
The beef and bird
Still in the
sandwich.
walk-in or on top of the whole roof?
No, just like on top of the roof.
This guy was fucking awesome,
He
and
was-
I immediately
yeah.
called him out. I was like, "You look like old Mel Gibson," and he's just like,
hey,
"Yep."
You guys want to hear my Christopher Walken impression?
Oh yeah.
Oh God,
You can hang your clothes in me, Christopher Walken closet.
I once saw a meme where
I
they
love that.
printed a giant Christopher Walken poster. It was just his face, and then they
In the
put it
walk-in?
on the walk-in door of a
You have to.
restaurant. Have you ever seen that one?
No.
No.
You
It's
have
just a
to.
huge picture of Christopher Walken, and it was pasted on the fucking walk-in door with like a little space cut out for the handle.
Haley Bear, what's your favorite Christopher Walken movie?
I don't have one.
She's a little younger than we are, Ryan. That was one thing going into this show. I was like,
Yeah.
all right, make sure you remember that a lot of your movie references might not
that's
be there.
the one. That's my least favorite thing about you is all your movie references because
we-
I want to get them. I do, but you've got years on me. Like you've seen years and hours worth of film.
This guy last night, the old man, he said something, and then we both started singing it. Oh,
Yeah.
I said demotion. I said, oh, so when you did the squid, it was like a demotion. And he goes, I second that demotion. And then both of us started singing, you know, the Temptation song, I believe.
Yeah.
I second that emotion. And
Yeah.
she's like, you're so old. What the fuck?
Well, because this guy was like,
and we were
he was
vibing.
like mid 50s,
And we were
Yeah, you
vibing.
guys were like on a little date.
We were like dudes night out, dude.
yeah, because that's when we know we've met good people on a night is when you and I are walking somewhere.
Yeah, with them. Aside
Like,
from where we met them.
and we don't know them.
Yeah.
at all.
Look,
Yeah,
Harry,
we-
some hitchhikers.
We've gone to
Pick
my
'em
apartment.
up.
We
Yeah,
went
we-
to my apartment
we-
with 2 random dudes we'd never met, and we smoked weed.
We
They
had-
got
Last
in her
night?
car.
No, we
That
had
was some
about
other
a
night.
5-minute
No, that was just
conversation with
another
them. 5-minute conversation with them by the time we were at your apartment.
Yeah, like literally in a back alleyway by a dumpster, smoking cigs, chatting with these dudes for a minute, and they get in her car, and we go to my house to smoke weed.
Man,
I mean, just,
you guys have
never
some
know.
adventures.
Yeah, we have plenty
It's
of
crazy because
adventures.
it's either a night like that or we're done.
Or yeah, we have like
But
2, and we're both
lately-
like, all right, I'm just gonna go home.
Lately, you and I don't stop until we get to the point of
Yeah.
no return.
No
We're
return.
like we're hanging out with somebody and like the bars are closing. We're like, what are we gonna do?
Angelo's. Then we go
Angelo's.
fucking get fucked up and order food, and yeah, it's a magical experience all the time.
you guys need to like have T-shirts. I'm gonna make T-shirts for you guys. That's like your maps. It's basically gonna be like, what is it? It's gonna be Steve's, Blue Goose, Angelo's. It's like a Bermuda Triangle that you guys just get lost in, and
Like
then
it'll have like a list and it'll be like if I'm not at one of these places right now, like send me the fuck
So, yeah,
out.
yeah. And we did go to the Emerald a couple times. I love the Emerald, but Haley Bear is not the biggest fan of
I
the
just feel
Emerald.
like
so.
I'm in Dexter.
What? Because of all the plastic?
Yeah,
It's
I
gone
just-
now.
oh yeah, it is
Just
gone now.
fucking-
The plastic?
But that was
Yeah, this is a great
really. I was
place.
like, is this a
Clean.
haunted house?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah.
I was like, so what's the theme?
So for out there in listener land, one of the bars that Ryan and I have played at in our bands over the years, plenty of times. We've gone and drank plenty of times. Even did a little bit of a photo shoot there for an album. Me and him and
Shout out Dan
Kowski
Lavin.
and yeah, Dan Lavin. Thanks for
Oh,
taking the
I've seen
photos. And
those.
Aaron Nelson. We were I Hate Scran. We took a little. Yeah, so I mean, Emerald is a place where I always joke and say I was born out of the floorboards, but it's actually like a laminate tile. So you know that joke doesn't make any sense.
It's like a cafeteria tile.
But it's a bar.
Is
we all
it?
hang out. You can smoke in it. It's a
Reminds me
sleazy
of it.
bar. Used to be cash only.
Bad.
We all love it. And over COVID and for the year following, they had plastic sheeting just dangling
Shower
from the
curtains. Just say it.
basically
Shower
curtains
curtains.
dangling from the ceiling.
And they weren't
in
even
between
like
tables.
I don't even think when they put them up they were clear.
No, yeah, and
They were
yeah,
just
that
like
was the issue. Was the
gnarly,
must.
dirty. Like it was just.
It was like they
worst
found them, or
things.
they bought them, or like got them from
the
jail.
dumpster out back
Yeah.
probably. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, this is They Call Us the Breeze. We got a lot of show up for you tonight. Like I said, we're going to do birthdays. We're going to do Haters Gonna Hate. I had a little funny thing happen to me over the weekend, so I'm definitely going to talk about that per usual. And then we're going to do Did You Know That? Where I'm going to talk about some weird origins of things. So, guys, what do you say?
Traffic update.
Oh, here he goes again.
Everything's clear.
Oh, 101. You're
101.
lucky
You
today.
guys are going to be home in
Hey,
time.
good for you guys. Hailey Bear, what do you say?
Good chow.
Good chow. That's what she says. All right, guys.
Let's show your age.
We'll be right back.
Start doing that for some reason.
Roll sound. Here we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to They Call Us the Breeze, live from the Tiger Cage. This is episode 3, everybody. Welcome back. And welcome once again, Hailey Bear, to the show tonight, everybody. Yeah.
Thanks for
we got her sitting in Dad's seat tonight because he's out in Virginia exploring the wild. He said last podcast he was going to be trying to book us some gigs in Virginia Beach. I wonder how that's going for him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, we got plenty.
I wonder what he's going to come back with. He's like, well, I have Adam's place that we stayed at.
And there was this cool bar that had they had real corkboard darts.
It was like Jungle Prada.
I swear. And they were, they had this kicking band there, and I said, me and my boys, we'll come up here.
They said
we'll
anytime
play.
you want.
So we're going to be going all the way to Virginia to play one small bar.
And we're going to show up, and they're going to be like, who are you?
Who are you guys? No. We have Connie Smith tonight. Sorry about that. They double booked. We turn around.
Dang.
Head right back home.
I thought you were going Cousin Connie. I was like, what's Cousin Connie doing? Then is this a family reunion?
It could be a family reunion.
Yeah. It could be.
So you were mentioning briefly about the lightning. I think we were going to do a lightning update, guys. And I think I know what you were going to say. Let me know if I'm right or not.
Say?
I was going to say they extended Braden Point for 8 years.
Bing. Well, that wasn't what I was going to say, but I did see that earlier. But then there was something that came out about 4 or 5 hours ago.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he
While I'm
definitely
doing
hasn't seen it.
doing show prep 4 or 5 hours ago. So
Well, it's not really working. But hot take. We signed Corey Perry to a 2-year deal. The goon
Really?
Corey Perry, man.
Really?
The one that you got under the skin, and it was basically, if you can't beat him, join him.
I hated watching.
I didn't like
his ass
playing
in
him,
the
dude.
playoffs.
He was
Oh,
so
dude, for
gritty.
sure.
Now we got him for 2 years, baby.
There's a couple people that I
honest.
there's a couple people that I just don't like that we had to keep playing and playing and playing, especially in the playoffs, like Cogliano and Perry and just a few different people that I was just like, man, I fucking hate this guy. Like,
Yeah.
I hate this guy.
Yeah, like I want to run his head into a board. Hate this guy.
was-
And now we got him for 2 years.
Yeah.
So,
Good for us then.
and that means that we still have our core. We have Kucherov.
Oh, yeah.
We have Stamkos for 3 more years.
Absolutely.
We have Kucherov for
Got-
6.
got
Braden Point now
Vasilevsky.
for 8. Vasilevsky for another 6. Perry, dude, we still have the core.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
Oh no,
Look out.
I smell a fucking
Look
three-peat.
out.
I smell a three-peat. I'm 100%
sick.
sure.
Anyways.
And Dan's just going to lose another bet to me and have to work another shift with me. So,
Fair.
exactly. All is fair in love and war. All right, guys. Well, what do you say? I think it's about time to play some birthdays. Celebrity birthdays. Okay, so Hailey Bear, basically the way this works
I
is,
had to cover my eyes.
Are you gonna explain this to me? I feel like I know.
Yeah, it's just celebrity birthdays,
All
but
right.
Dad is actually always really, really good, and he usually beats Ryan.
Weirdly good.
So this is kind of
Yeah.
Ryan's chance to
Will
maybe.
this point count with your dad?
No, this will not count
No, this
towards.
would be a different
If I
round.
win.
I'll keep a chart separate in case
Ledger.
you come back on the show again. But
right.
guys, we have birthdays tonight, so let's get to it. All right, our first celebrity birthday is Will Wheaton. Okay, for context, Will Wheaton plays the nemesis of the kid Sheldon on Big Bang Theory. He was in one incarnation of Star Trek. He was also in Stand By Me, one of the lead characters in Stand By Me. So that's Will Wheaton. I'm sure you've seen him out there. What do you guys think?
Are we guessing the age?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to guess the birthday or the age?
Well, today's
Just
the birthday.
age. And then we go up or down. And
Today's the
we see who's
birthday.
Close.
That's why we're doing the birthday.
That's why we're doing the
All right.
It's her birthday today. So Will
the
Wheaton.
first time I played the birthday.
All right. What do you think?
I'm gonna say 43.
Haley Bear says 43.
Son, I was gonna go 44, but I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna split
Yeah,
a little
what are you
bit. I'm
gonna
gonna
do
go
now, buddy?
45.
45.
Dang it. You're
All
right.
right. Well, Ryan
feel like
gets
you're right.
it. Will
Oh,
Wheaton
God.
is actually 49
What does he
today.
look like?
So
Hey, just keep
happy-
inviting. Dad,
Is
stay up
that
in
him?
Virginia. Dad, stay in Virginia.
Well, see, you've got
I'm
the upper
winning.
hand here,
He's
buddy.
not allowed to look. He's not allowed.
what-
Oh yeah, yeah.
You're supposed to
Looking
figure
the
out.
whole time.
You're supposed to figure
His
out
eyes have
what
been
it
open.
is that you do. What does Chunky do? You had 2 months to figure out what you're supposed to do. All right, no more peeking,
Stop
Ryan. I told you
cheating.
this already. All right, guys. Well, another very happy birthday goes out to Martina Mcbride. Martina Mcbride, country singer. She had most of her hits in the 90s, mid-90s. Started out about 93, ran until about 2000.
Started out in 93.
I mean, her first big album was in 93.
What's the song? Like, what did she?
Sing a little.
honestly,
Give us a little
yeah,
blippy.
little-
Honestly, I don't
song.
like country music, so I couldn't tell you. But I remember like mom and dad listening to her, and she probably did like a duet with George Strait, I believe.
Oh.
She has some hits, but
Thank you.
I looked them all up, and I was like, I don't know any of these fucking songs because once again, I don't listen to country. I probably know like Garth Brooks' biggest hits. Maybe some Randy Travis, but that's about it.
You can blame it all on.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Dad loves when we do that impression. So Martina Mcbride, how old is she today?
You go first.
I'm gonna go 62.
Ooh, I was gonna go 67. Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Ryan wins. Martina Mcbride is actually 55.
We were just thinking George Strait. I was.
Yeah. Well, she is 55. I guess she was a young bird back then. So
Typical. All right.
that's her. So happy birthday to you, girl. All right, our next one on our list is going to be Ken Burns. Ken Burns, the documentarian. He did Civil War. He's like one of the most famous documentary makers. He did Civil War. He did baseball. Those were like his first two. I think he did one about jazz. I mean, he's pretty notable.
Is he old or young?
I would think if you did something about jazz.
I don't know who
baseball.
any of these people
He's
are.
been around
I'm
the
just
block.
He's
All
been
right.
around the block.
Okay.
Ken Burns. From a name standpoint,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, I mean, it sounds kind of.
we're gonna go 47.
47.
I'm gonna
All
go.
right.
Wait, he was there when baseball was invented, and then jazz
Yes,
invented.
yes.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna go.
wasn't
No,
listening.
I don't.
Oldest
no, no.
man on the planet.
I'm gonna go. He's probably old, man. Probably like 70.
Ryan's gonna get it. It's 68.
Wow.
This is Ryan's like, no, but it's good. It's good to have a round like this
I'm
because
getting pumped
Ryan
up
gets
right now.
beat every single
I
Yeah,
night.
but
really
you're
do
playing
think-
against a 2-year-old. Like this is like
Now I get it. Now I
Like-
get why dad just has an upper hand on me.
yeah, they just like
Absolutely.
you're eating it up because you're like playing with a kid. You're
And
like
now, and now you get why I hang out with Hailey Bear so much because every time I tell a story, she's like, I swear, like I'm a fucking vampire.
Yeah.
She's like, it seems like you've lived 1,000 lives that
It's
I don't
just
even
you
know
got
about.
And you're
all
like,
these- yeah.
no, just like 30.
And I'm like,
I mean-
back when
7
I
of
was
them.
your age, 12
How
years
old are you
ago.
now?
And,
it's the
35.
same thing as like when you're a teenager and you're like playing basketball with like a little 3-year-old that can like barely walk, and you're like, ha,
Oh yeah, dunk on.
fuck you,
I
yeah.
just dunking on them.
But you're getting
Send
something
their
out of
shit.
it.
Send that shit right back in their fucking face, knock them back on their little diapered ass. That shit's hilarious.
And
Yeah.
you know the thing is about that in particular example, you never feel bad
No.
after. Like
And
there's
then
some
they're gonna
other
cry
things that
and
you
tell their
really do
mom.
feel bad about, but you never feel
No.
bad about that. You're just
You're
like,
like,
I
dude,
don't,
I
getting
fucking
better.
I fucking body bagged you, dude. Like, what are you gonna
The
do?
sports is always like
the fuck are you gonna do about it?
Go-to line is just trying to get them better.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we got 2 more birthdays for you. You guys will probably know these maybe a little better. Well, at least one of them, Hailey Bear might know. This next guy, a very happy birthday goes out to Josh Radnor. Josh Radnor played the
Nope.
main character in How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, okay. You're first.
I'm gonna go. So he was not Barney, but no, Barney was what's his face?
Oh, like
He's the
main
skinny
one.
guy.
The main one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 42.
The lisp guy, that
42,
guy.
42. I don't know. I don't know that he had a lisp.
42.
All right.
All right, well, I'm going to go with my lucky, not super lucky, 47.
It's probably
Double nickel on the head, Hailey Bear.
Hey, I don't even know what this guy looks like.
47?
Can I look?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, 47.
Yeah, I was not
47?
picturing that guy.
47 years
Totally
old.
wrong
Holy
guy.
smokes! That means you get an extra shot.
Yeah, that's you get a bonus shot.
You get a bonus
No,
shot.
I mean she gets 2 points.
That's
for
never
nailing
been-
it. That's never been done
before.
on the show
Hey.
over plenty of pilot
And
episodes.
again,
too.
I get just trumped by some.
So
two
Ryan's
on the basketball
winning by
court.
1 point because of Haley's double point on the head answer. We got one more. Let's
Yeah,
see
boy.
if they tie, which I have no tiebreaker for. But anyway, a
think
very
of one.
happy birthday goes out to Getty Lee. Do you know who Getty Lee is?
Never heard of her. I know
Getty
Betty
Lee.
Images.
Who's Geddy Lee? Geddy Lee, best bass player ever. Come on.
Getty Lee was the bass player for a band called Rush.
Okay, I know who
Fast-paced
Rush
rock.
is.
You know who
My
Rush
daughter
is.
has a Rush shirt.
There you go. Her daughter has a
Fake fan.
fake fan. They
Who
did.
is she?
Oh gosh, what did they do? They did.
Got it at
The
Target.
Salesman.
No,
The
I don't
Spirit of
know.
Radio. They did. Exit the Warrior. Today's Tom
Alright.
Sawyer.
Yeah.
They're in that movie, I Love You Man, where he goes with his buddy, Paul Rudd goes with his buddy to watch Rush play live.
Oh, okay.
Alright,
Oh,
So the bass player for that band, they've been around. Their first hit was probably early 70s.
got it.
So Geddy Lee.
Let's lock it in at a solid 59.
59, Ryan.
You're gonna go older.
66.
Yep, 68. Ryan wins the
I was
game.
literally
bubble.
going between 67 and 59.
Damn, you should've
I'm
went
so
67.
mad.
You
I
should've
should have
went
went 67, dude, but I don't have any context.
Oh, guys, well, that's celebrity birthdays. Thanks for playing, Haley Bear. Great job.
We'll
With
have
the
you on the
double
show
nickel.
anytime.
I am not a sore loser.
Anytime
so
I need to get a little-
congratulations.
Yeah,
Pump
anytime-
up my
yeah,
tires a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm feeling a little down
We-
about myself.
We completely shut Dad
My
out.
ego's shit right now.
We
Well,
shut.
and now Dad's photos get even more intimidating now
Yeah,
because I
it
just
is.
know I can't beat him. He's just look at that outlaw.
Yeah, exactly.
He's just giving you this
stare.
look of
like,
disappointment.
"You say your
it's kind
birthday?"
of like the side eye.
Thankfully,
I've been
yeah.
whooping Ryan's ass in that game since day one of that podcast.
Thankfully, the poster of Dad, he's looking off to the side, so it's not one of those things where he's looking straight at the
Yeah.
camera so
Yeah.
that his eyes follow you around the room.
Which generally happens in
You
weddings
guys-
or something, where it's where's the pisser in the church? You're like, okay, well it's downstairs, up in Ohio, and there's just a picture, and you're like,
Once
eyes
again,
are following you, and you're like,
Once again,
"What?"
listener, this poster you can see on our Facebook page. It's facebook.com/they call us the breeze. Also, make sure you and all your friends are subscribing to the YouTube channel to watch the live feed every
I think we should make
Thursday at 6:30 before the podcast comes out on Monday. And like I said, for every one of you out there listening, there's 1,000 of you that aren't. So make sure you guys get on that for us. We'll be welcoming Dad back next week, but like I said, we have Haley Bear tonight. We've been having some fun. We got plenty more coming up. Next segment, we're going to do a little bit of Haters Gonna Hate, bring a little bit of that back. And then final segment, we're going to do a little bit of Did You Know That? Some interesting facts about
Don't you know?
origins of things that you guys might not know out there. But yeah, other than that, we're just bullshitting and hanging out. And we're glad to have Haley Bear here. She's drinking some Bush with us.
Yeah, what the fuck?
yeah,
what do you
bro.
guys do to me? You step in this room and you're like, Bush.
I kind of, well, it's a wood panel room.
Yeah, I'm
you
like,
guys-
He's watching.
Yeah, I'm
I
like,
mean, it's
this
Dad.
reminds
Dad's
me of
watching.
my childhood
Yeah.
for some reason.
You guys,
and I
you guys
see Bush
see,
cans.
You guys see on the feed, there's actual fake wood paneling behind us, and so the background of the feed, I put up an image of wood paneling, so it's just wood on wood on wood, and that's the way Dad wants it. He's a
I think so. Yeah,
he's a craftsmith. He loves working with his hands. He's painting a
he's painting a beautiful.
Yeah, what's going on over
Yeah,
there?
listener.
By the way.
All right, so we haven't brought this up yet because Dad, we don't want to embarrass him live on the radio. He's getting ready to retire in 2 years.
I don't think you can
He
embarrass him
mentions
at all
that
with that
all the
painting.
time. So he's trying to think of
No
new
shame.
hobbies. He's got an easel or an art desk behind us, a slanted art desk, and he's got a paint by numbers taped up.
Intense.
And then he's got the reference picture taped on the wall, much like everything else in here. Everything in here is just Scotch tape to the wall. You notice that? Look at the picture of the Bucks playoffs. Look at the fucking "Do you know this man" poster.
The beauty of wood walls.
Look at the neon signs, Scotch tape.
Yeah, these neon signs behind us are actually being held up by Scotch tape.
You know what I do?
3M makes a great product. I'm just saying. It's
They
not
really
even
do.
Gorilla Glue
They really
tape.
do.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how I do my makeup.
Well, he like
This was
bullied me
Scotch
with
tape.
this.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
How does that work?
You know how my eyeliner's always straight? I put Scotch tape under my eyes.
Oh, and then you just
Scotch tape gets the job done.
Okay. Ever fuck around with duct?
duct tape.
Not on my
was
skin.
pretty great. Well, see, that's okay. So you got to make sure you're not oily that day. That's for sure.
Well, I mean, I'm a girl. I'm not like, oh, it's going to be oily today. Like, I'm going to fix it.
Yeah.
If I'm a girl, I'm going to figure that out.
That's also what I told Hailey Bear. I was like, hey, side note about being on the podcast this week. We do have a live video feed. So, just for whatever that means. And she showed up looking like shit like us anyway. So I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I was like, she's
really
going to show up with like a dress on
No,
and her hair all
come
done,
on,
like her
no.
little red lipstick. Kind of like the same polka dot dress you wear at Steve's sometimes. Like she might do
Just
that.
to really throw like a wrench in what's going on
Yeah,
at Steve's.
and
Like, I want people to be confused about like what kind of place it is. That's
Yeah.
why I do it. I do it for them.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Increased revenue for them.
Yeah, sometimes she'll pull up and I walk to the bars that we meet up at, but sometimes she'll pull up and she'll be like, hold up, changing. And then I'll watch her pull up and then 5-10 minutes later, she'll come walking out. She's
In
getting,
a
she's
big,
getting off work.
long red and white polka dot
dotted
dress.
And
Like,
then-
I just really did some shit downtown.
And then we go into a bar
Yeah.
that's filled with cigarettes and smoke, and we chain smoke, and we shoot whiskey, and she drinks vodka.
Super out of pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a great time.
That's what we need some whiskey.
Speaking of whiskey, I had an encounter with a drunk female the other night. Not a sexual encounter.
What was his name?
Yeah, thanks, Ryan. So I'm sitting up on the ramp where I like to smoke outside of the house. It's Friday or Saturday night, I forget. I'm just off of work, so this is about 2 a.m., maybe 2:30. Sitting out there smoking, drinking some beers, listening to some podcasts, and my neighbor comes walking up the ramp, and he is fucking obliterated. He's stumbling side to side. It's all sorts of hilarity. He comes walking into the hallway and goes to his apartment. Then these two girls come walking up. One of them is this sexy chick. She is a little drunk, but she comes walking up, and her friend that she was with just walks straight into the building and goes to the guy's apartment. She comes walking and she goes, "Hey, you're fucking hot."
You chick magnet.
And I
How
was-
drunk was she?
She was pretty fucking too drunk to where if she asked if she could come into my apartment, I would not have let her because
Good boy.
you know what I'm saying? It was at that level. And
Why, you have a bunch of shit that she can break?
yeah, that's exactly why.
Vases.
That's also,
she's like,
yeah,
"You're hot.
a lot of games.
I like your glasses. I like your beard." And then she goes and walks into the building and disappears in his apartment for only about 25 seconds. Then comes back out, opens the door again, and just yells violently, "I said you're fucking hot!" And then fucking
Daddy.
closes the door and then goes back in the apartment. Comes back out another 20 seconds later, doesn't open the door this time, but you know how there's those little glass panels in that door so I can see into the hallway? She
No.
knocks on the door, pushes her tits out, up over the top of the scoop of her tank top, pushes her fucking tits out, then turns around, had short shorts on, pulls the shorts up her butt to show cheek, and then was just like,
Gotta show cheek.
"You're hot," and then just runs back in, and I was just like, man, if this girl wasn't drunk, because she was good looking, and I was like, fuck.
You're basically at like the red light
but
district.
You say that girls are like super good looking, and then they like
Oh,
have
End
like
up being
shaft.
dudes.
They have like half shaved head with like
Oh, like what's her face?
crazy, like-
What's her face?
damn, Hailey Bear's calling me out here a little bit.
no. I
Who is
mean,
that?
I'll
met-
say there's a lot of times where I'm impressed with you.
Yes.
Gonna say.
Yeah.
But like,
Well, you know,
sometimes I'm like,
sometimes-
she looks like a skunk, so that sucks. Like her hair is colored like a skunk. So
Oh no.
That's so funny. Last time I heard that, I laughed so hard I fell off my dinosaurs.
That kind of that hits
That's
low.
sorry.
skunk.
No,
I'm
but
gonna
you know
start
that I
using
will
that.
always steer you in the right
That's
direction.
what I'm saying. I appreciate an honest opinion. You know what I mean? I appreciate an honest opinion, and like I'm there sometimes to. I gave someone your phone number the other night.
Yeah, you really did. You really hooked me up on that one. I gotta say,
I wasn't sure if she would do it, and I told the dude, I said, "Hey, she's probably going to come and do this, and she's not shy, but she's been speculating about it. She's been speculating about it for
full on
an hour, so I just figure I just give it to you right now." Dude just immediately hands me his phone. And I put the number in there, and
Razor. Did he hand Razor?
Yeah, it was a Razor flip phone.
BlackBerry.
Yep.
Business.
Sidekick.
The ball.
Business hours.
The sidekick that had the ball.
And you're like, yo, you still got Tony Hawk on there? Because I've been playing this shit mad, dude. Let me get that real quick.
I had Sonic 1 on mine, dude. That shit was tight.
Didn't they have like T-Mobile had like Tony Hawk preloaded on like some of those, like the extreme edition of Sidekick or something?
They had the little roller ball too that I'm sure the BlackBerry did, but it also was like clear and it lit up in like rainbow colors, and that shit was dope. I almost bought the Dwayne Wade edition. That shit was like gold plated, not real gold, but it looked like white and gold like trim.
My dog.
Dwayne Wade.
Yeah,
baby.
you would have been. I bet he has one. The dude that's walking by.
The guy right
He's
now.
probably making a TikTok.
We got security. Hey, we got security on him.
Yeah, we got security. Neighborhood watch is on the job.
Klystron 9.
Don't one wrong move,
Klystron
motherfucker.
9 is.
He's like just
hear him.
Yep. One wrong move, motherfucker.
Ooh.
I'm coming out there and get you.
Klystron 9.
Klystron 9. Guys, this is They Call Us The Breeze every Thursday night live on YouTube, and then check out the podcast every Monday. We're going to take a little halftime for a minute, go smoke some darts, have a beer or two, and then we'll be right back with more show, guys. What do you say, Ryan?
Well, I can't wait. I'm going to stay here in the seat.
Just going to stay right there.
The same.
It's a 20-minute break.
No.
Okay.
Make it 30.
All right, guys. We'll be back.
Like keep the I hate Scranton.
Some
you kind of like I hate
fucked
Scranton grew up.
I fucked my own riff up. That's actually something that I did.
Good.
Out there in listener land, that was a little something that I did without some vocals. Just something I was bored one day, and I was like, I want to try to hook up my guitar in a different way to my computer. So I ripped that out, that little gem, and then just got drunk and added that keyboard sound to it.
Let's get drunk.
Last segment, you probably heard.
Let's get drunk.
Last segment, you heard the intro was something that me and Ryan and Dad recorded, that little blues riff. So, we make our own music around here. We can't afford any copyright infringement lawsuits, so we keep it all in the family around.
He said he's done some like Vampire Weekend like esque.
I've been working on it, and I
recordings,
gotta show you.
So
this.
I really want
to show you.
I want to
this.
hear
I wanna
this.
hear.
I forgot to show you last week, but we'll definitely we'll definitely show you this week. Guys, this is They Call Us The Breeze, episode number 3. We're out here live at the Tiger Cage. That is
Let's do it.
Bravo Romeo Echo Sierra. You can find us on Facebook.com/They Call Us The Breeze. Make sure you go ahead and like the page. We do all sorts of stuff on there. We got memes. We got pictures of us, and we're going to make sure that we keep you up to date with any new content that we're coming out with and special events. Like that one time we went to Ryan's Desert Island. That was pretty cool. So, you never know what you're going to find on the Facebook page. And, of course, tell all your friends to listen to the show. Like I said, we have Hailey Bear in the studio tonight.
Hailey.
This is half number 2. We've got plenty more show left for you guys. We're going to do a little segment we like to call Haters Gonna Hate. So let's just get the fuck right into it. Let's do it.
The most diabolical haters this side of the Mississippi.
All right, so I believe it's Ryan's turn to pick a topic on this week's Haters Gonna Hate.
And I thought I thought it almost happened again, dude. When I grabbed the 12-pack, it always happens. So
no shit.
I'm getting very, very okay. This might come off like offensive for some people.
You know what? That's the point of Haters Gonna Hate. Just if you got hate in your heart,
let it flow, let it go.
If you got hate in your heart, let it out.
Just let it out. Let it out.
So what do you got for us?
You got to take a break from being the bigger person.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Days.
Yeah,
everyone.
Some days
yeah.
just take the break. All right.
Lottery tickets. People that play lottery in these convenience stores.
Okay, so
it's not convenient. It's really not convenient, dude.
Mr. Convenience Store lottery ticket casher in.
All right, I respect it. I understand if you play a lottery right, you want to hit big. I get it.
It's outdated.
But I'm not trying to be
nobody-
behind you for 15
Yeah.
minutes when you're ringing up 18 different tickets and then you're going, okay, I'll take the number 2. I'll take the number 3. Case in point, I went into a store last weekend. I didn't even tell you this yet, Rob. And this person is doing her lottery tickets, and she takes about 15 minutes, and she starts to talk to the guy like that she knew from high school, and it was like,
I think you're all fucked in the head.
everyone's just sitting there, and then this guy gets up after her, and he looks back at me, and he gestures like he's banging her, right? And I was like, what the heck is going on right now? And
Oh God.
What
so
kind of convenience store?
Almost came out the
it's
nose
just a
on that one.
B&N. I mean,
Wow.
Yeah. So he's sitting there, and he's like, he starts to mime out the number of lotteries that he wants. So I go, okay, basically what he was saying was, fuck her, but he's deaf. So he tried to explain, fuck her, she took so much time. And now he's trying to order lottery tickets as a deaf person. So now he's pointing out different numbers, right? And you can't see the numbers if you're behind
cashier. Yeah, if you're the cashier,
you
yeah.
can't see the numbers. So the dude behind me goes, he's pointing to 28, he's pointing to 14, he's pointing to 17, and I go, are you kidding me? Look, again, all you people that play lottery, I dig it, right? I mean, you obviously contribute to a
Hustling.
great cause because we have the Bright Future Scholarship, and
Yeah.
a lot of that
That's what I
lottery
was
money
gonna
goes
say.
there.
It goes to
A good
the
cause.
Scholastic
Yeah.
institution.
But
They
guys,
don't give a shit.
Hey,
Though.
if you wasted your whole time on this planet and you're trying to hit now, don't waste my time when I'm here, okay?
Well, now here's my question. Okay, so you have the people that cash in the tickets and then use the winnings to buy more tickets.
Yeah.
It's a little less severe when the guy's just going in and going, give me a pick.
Yeah, if he has a
quick
little
pick.
change left over, he's like, I'll take a
I'll
number.
take a
Yeah.
quick pick,
Yeah.
and then
That's
and
good.
sometimes
Cool.
I hear them go like, just pick one for me. I don't care. But then
Yeah.
the most extreme case is that one asshole, and I love you, man. Rest in peace, Uncle Bill. But like, it's not that Uncle Bill ever did this, but this guy always kind of reminds me of like the Uncle Bill. He'll talk to everybody in the line, and he'll go, all right, number 28. What number is that ticket on? You know how there's
Yeah.
the serial
Yeah,
number,
yeah, yeah.
and
But
they
that's-
want one in the first 5 because that's like where they supposedly might hit. And they're like, what number, what serial number's on that ticket? And it's just like, dude, are you fucking kidding me?
He's
Just
card counting. He's
Well,
counting
and then
cards,
if you
man.
see the dude that comes in and he has like the plastic water resistant where you put your
Yeah,
tickets
then
in and
he's
it's
real
brand
deal.
new from the
The
Florida
sleeve.
Lottery, like only you get that sleeve if you're like a avid
go.
player and you're like,
real deal.
oh my God, you're like Klystron's outside and it's hot. I did roll the windows down, but dude, hurry this thing up, please. And it's like 7-Eleven and there's only one shift worker. And by the
she's,
way,
like,
dude, I
17.
think you're you're stealing the fucking Bush 12 packs right here at the 7-Eleven right around the corner.
You're
yeah,
stealing
because
them?
every time I go there, I go for the Bush 12 and it's empty racks. And I go,
well, I
"Oh,
always
there's-
I either stop at the Wawa on 9th and 58th, or I stop, which is a pain in the ass because you have to ask, can I add to the haters gonna hate?
oh yeah, I mean, we can open it up. I mean, there's a lot of
when
things
you go to
going
the
on.
Wawa, when you go to the Wawa, you know they have that big walk-in beer cooler.
Yeah.
I go to the Wawa on 4th Street all the time, no problem. I
Great
go to
place.
Wawa on 22nd Avenue, right around Home Depot,
Yeah.
Lowe's. Go there all the time.
Great.
This one up here on 58th and 9, the whole beer cooler is locked remotely, so you have to. There it is, cracking the bush.
Embarrassing.
You have to go ask somebody to open the beer cooler for you, and usually this is how it plays out. Everyone's in line. There's a ton, like today, literally, I went there today.
And there's no help.
8 people in line. I have to kind of walk in front of the line, get the cashier's
Oh
attention,
my
and go, hey, can you? And then they have like a little
Asshole.
button that they open. And today, she didn't have the button on her, like little thing that they wear. She didn't have it, so she had to be like, hey, Todd, can you open the beer cooler, blah, blah, blah. And
He's like, I'm making a Philly cheese.
and it's like it's 12:30, and I have a coffee and some soda, some flavored soda waters in my
Soda
hand.
water?
But I'm buying the beer for later because I'm going to be here for 3 hours. I don't want to have to go out and get beer again. So I look like the alcoholic while everybody's on their lunch break, and they're now, and it's just that shit pisses me off. But you know what pisses me off more than anything? When the kids get in front of you, the kids in front of you at line. There's 3 kids. And little hoodlums, you know what I mean? And they run, they go and run and grab 3 more things.
Yeah, they just keep sending their boys back.
Yeah, to get more sodas and more candies and more blah blah blah. And like then they grab their skateboards
like,
and they
dude,
skate off.
this
And
is starting
I'm
to
like,
get-
if you don't have your shit, little kid, when you get in line,
Tell them.
yeet right out the door.
That's
Just
the
yeet
beauty
right
of
out
being
the
an
door.
adult.
Look, and I
Like,
get it.
Tell them.
I get it. It's like one of those things where it's like, okay, maybe we don't have as much patience.
Well, we're getting older,
or whatever. But it's like,
Yeah, I was gonna be an asshole and like.
Oh,
give you
so the
that.
suggestion is, what you have to do is you have to open up certain windows of hours. That way, people can play lottery. So that way they know.
Is that your suggestion?
Yeah, the suggestion
My
is.
My suggestion is why not just make it a different joint? Like, why not make it its own lottery place?
So that's the deal, right? You open it up. That way the people
Overhead
have to
Why are we
sit
giving
behind
it to
the other
gas
people and
stations
they
to do?
realize what's going on.
They're not getting paid for it, are
Yeah,
they?
you
Probably not. So how could you keep a business open
They're
with
not
you have
making
lottery tickets?
bucks.
You have one teller, one lottery teller, and then you send
Thank
all
you.
the dudes in, and then at that point they're just like, I get it now.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Instant-
I get it now.
Doesn't
Instant-
have to be huge. Doesn't have to be a huge place. Could
Yeah.
be like a little booth on the
Oh
side
no, I
of the
say
road.
let
Like a-
200 line in
I
with
picture,
one teller.
I
Yeah.
picture
Oh,
a,
yeah.
I
Like
picture
a
a checks cashing now place. That's kind of, I'm
Yeah,
picturing
like an
Amscot.
Amscot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're gambling. Or how about this? Do it at the fucking casino.
Or get money
Even
orders.
better.
Or bail your friends out of jail. They should put all three of those right in the same place.
Nobody really wants to win the lottery because most of the time, like, you just get murdered.
Yeah.
So,
One thing
like,
I will say,
what's the point?
Putting like a
Yeah.
driveway like underneath the
Dead.
cement.
I apologize to Wawa. Shout out to Wawa because
God love him.
even though we were just talking about Wawa and is talking
He
about the
just
beer
got
cooler,
a text from his lawyer.
the whole point that this started over was Ryan's idea about the lottery ticket, guys. Wawa doesn't cash in lottery tickets, so God bless them for that.
That's why Wawa
They sell.
is
Some of them sell
Top
in the
tier.
machine. Some
That
of them
is-
have the yeah.
They figured it out.
Some of
dude.
them have the machine to sell them. So they have the big like Florida lottery
Yeah.
machines, but they don't have them behind the counter and they don't cash in tickets or whatever. Because I mean, if you ever, I cashed in a $500 winner, Win Dixie one time, and
Not
the
a big
lady
deal.
just seemed so annoyed with me, and she's like, "I don't know if I'm gonna have that kind of cash. Hold on, I gotta go do." Okay, so go do
And
your
you're
fucking
like, you're
job.
ruining
You
this
work at
experience.
Winn-Dixie. Yeah, you're like, dude, this is you won 500. I was just
Yeah,
gonna
I
say,
was
what's like
excited.
the most amount of money you guys
Sorry.
have won?
You're like, I didn't even like getting that
I believe
money.
I've mentioned
It was
this on
so
the-
I inconvenienced her for that 500, and you know what, ma'am?
Sorry.
I don't even want it.
Sorry. You can have it.
You can
Sorry
have the
for-
ticket.
Sorry.
Sorry for having you do your job. No, I've never
I
won a
feel like
lot of
you
money
need it
on
more than I do.
Never won a lot of money on tickets because I'm terrible at tickets, but I did win. I'm sure I mentioned this before on the pod. Won $4,800 on a slot machine in Hard
yeah.
Rock. So
Well,
that
whatever,
and-
shut up.
Yeah, and you've probably heard that story before. But yeah, so what about you, Hailey Bear? What's something about convenience stores that just annoys the piss out of you to the point where you would use the H word?
Oh, I don't know. Specifically, right now for me, it's the gas pumps, and I don't know if it's
Fucking thing sucks.
just I don't know if it's just me, but like straight up, if I put my card in one and it's like go see cashier, I'm
yeah.
like, no, I'll just leave and I'll just go.
Yeah, we'll go to the next
Like-
one. That's fine. I'm good here.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I'm like,
Like, I'd rather
On
fucking
zero,
die on
like,
E
yeah.
than go see this cashier.
I literally ran out of gas one time because that happened, and I was going to the DMV, and Hannah, my best friend, was actually with me at the time, and she's like in this. She always wears these like fucking pilgrim dresses. So
Shout out,
she's like a
shout out
psychopath.
to a Victorian colonial Hannah Bear. We love you, Hannah Bear.
And so she's running across the street to this racetrack. We're like 1 minute from the DMV, but we're already late, and like it's for Hannah. And this fucking guy gets out of his car, is like pushing me, and like I was like, this is why I just need to become an adult and learn how to go inside. But I'll just straight up leave.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
see cashier, see ya.
Okay, what about this one?
How
I'm sure-
about-
How about I won't?
I'm sure we've all done this, right? You're kind of stoned or whatever, and you're supposed to be going to the gas station to get gas, but you pull in the front space.
No, I've never done that.
Like you pull in the I do that all the time.
Oh, I've never done that.
Kind of stoned, and I don't. I'm supposed to like. All right,
Oh, actually, I have.
I'm like, all right, I gotta go get
Wait,
beer,
why was I-
cigarettes,
I
and
just
I gotta
forget
get
to
gas.
get gas. That's my issue.
And then I just pull into the fucking front of the store, right up to the glass, like there's not, and then I won't get gas because I'm embarrassed to like
Yeah.
pull out of the spot and go to a pump.
There's so many reasons
Dude,
why I won't get gas.
I will say though, okay, shout out. There is one good 7-Eleven right by Noble, right across
Yeah,
from TJ
love-
Maxx.
yeah, love that
Dude,
one.
they have a skylight. I was in there the other day. I was like,
What?
Yeah, in natural light shining in on a 7-Eleven. I was like, this is pretty swank,
You're
dude.
like,
I was
this
like, this
is
is pretty
good.
fucking cool.
Highlighting the.
All right,
Class
if you're shopping
establishment.
lottery at that place, I'll wait.
Yeah.
Because, it's pretty
yeah.
cool.
The beam of light is
dude.
highlighting the Doritos
I was-
display.
I was like, why isn't there more skylights than 7-Eleven? So I was like, these are
You're
pretty
like,
sweet.
Skylights need to come back. They
I
need
was
to
like,
make a comeback.
Yeah.
The dude's
Bring
like,
it back.
do.
I'll take some taquitos. They're like, we just put them on. I'm like, hey, I'll wait. I got the
They
skylight.
got benches and couches
I
and
was-
stuff.
Dude,
I was
it's
there one time.
It's like a fucking Barnes and Nobles. You're reading your magazines.
That's a busy 7-Eleven, and one time I was there was a lady there with a kid, and she straight up like they didn't pay for anything, and they just like walked out, and she was like, "I got you later, Z," and I was like, "I don't think she got her, and I don't think that was Z." Like,
Z's like, all right, I
Z's like-
guess.
yeah, but I was like,
Coming
"Damn,
out of
they
my- coming
they
out of
got
my
a
ass,
lot
I'll
of
probably
shit."
get
the
fired.
dude that probably owns it. Like, there's the one dude that like is the yeah. He's always like Johnny on the spot. If there's like 3 cats, he'll like jump out from wherever he's in the office. He'll start going. I'm like, I think this is your store.
I took
You're doing
a
really
guy,
good, man.
I
But-
live by.
Don't get towed from that salon next door, though.
You live by the
just
ghetto 7-Eleven.
So I
man.
live by
no,
the-
I tell you,
Sounds about right.
it's
she
just
saw
very on
she
brand.
saw police seat cashier and she snapped. That is when she
Somebody
snapped.
was getting fucking lottery tickets. The
Yeah.
the gas
And
wouldn't
it just-
work. It was a
everything just
combination.
came together.
I'll tell you one thing I do love about a couple of the gas stations I go to. The bitches already start reaching for my cigarettes before I walk
they're
up to the counter.
cashiers.
Hot.
They're not bitches.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
just literally.
Yeah, such
Well, I mean,
respect.
in
The
a
bitches
respectful
start-
way, like I love these
For your
women.
first
I love
Bitches
these.
start
Responders.
reaching
But
for my
they
tobacco.
reach like as soon as or I'll go to
Everybody
there's
does
one
that
store
for
there's
you.
one store I go to where there's 2 different windows and they're behind the same counter and
They try to beat each other to give you your
and
cigarettes.
I'll go to the other one, but the one knows me because I just get in whatever line's going to be quicker. Go to the one and the other one, while she's checking out a customer, will reach behind her and grab the cigarettes and toss them to the chick that I'm in front of. So I mean, it just makes me feel fucking special that they know that I'm killing myself. So we still got plenty more show left for you guys. This is They Call Us the Breeze. Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. Like I said, find us on Facebook, find us on YouTube, anywhere you listen to podcasts. We got Hailey Bear in Dad's seat tonight. Dad is in Virginia, but we're having a great time. We hope you guys are too.
Is he?
Well, that's what he tells us.
Well,
but-
we came in last week and he just looked at us. He goes, I gotta go.
No, he said,
And then he just dipped. And
no,
I
he
was
said,
like,
I'm going to go for some cigarettes. I'll be right back. And he never
came back.
Guys, this is They Call Us the Breeze. We're going to take a little break. Ryan, what do you say?
man, I can't wait. I'm gonna be here in this chair again.
That's right. Hailey
So
Bear.
pumped.
Yeah, so pumped. Guys, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Let's go, you guys. It's They Call Us the Breeze. BRES. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage on this beautiful Thursday night. We're just chilling out with Hailey Bear and Dad's in Virginia. So I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves as much as we have so far. We got one more segment for you, and then we're probably going to order some pizza and,
That would be tight. This is basically a relay, right? I mean, this is the Olympic relay.
This is-
Who's? But I think it's in. The baton has now been passed to Hailey Bear for the final, right? I mean, the baton's in your hand.
That's right. And hopefully hopefully we can have her back sometime when Dad's here and we can get a big old reaction. I have a feeling this show's going to blow the fuck up and then we're just going to have to hire Hailey Bear at some point and she'll be our
I'll
head
just,
our
like,
head
make
social media.
You guys
Hey.
look cool.
I'm already with my shares. I vote yes.
You guys, I'll just dress you guys better.
Yeah, there you go. There you
Not
go.
that you guys don't dress good already.
Dad started wearing
but-
his hat.
Well, I
because
was always
he's like,
thinking
"I look old."
kimonos.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
That's where we were going with
Something
that.
Aerodynamic, bro.
Extremely-
Hey,
yeah.
makes me quicker when I fight, bro.
That's right. I shave all the hair off my body so that I'm quicker when I fight.
I thought you did.
Yep.
Just not the beard.
But I leave.
That's the
I
money
leave
maker.
I leave just a
Just
V-neck.
enough for the ladies.
Yeah, I leave
Just
just a
a little.
V-neck of.
Enough for the ladies.
If you take my shirt
Does
off,
he really like? I mean, does he do good? I don't know. Because you're out there. You're out there in
I'm
the
out
field
there on
with
the
them.
prowl with it. We're him and
Oh,
I
so
are
you
playing.
guys are like ham and nagging it. You
No,
guys
we
would play
are-
a golf scramble.
We
and
help
you guys
each other
would-
out.
Yeah.
I mean, he gave me somebody. I mean,
yeah,
you
I help
fucked it
her
up,
out.
dude.
Have you guys ever like gone in on the same target and then found out that target goes back to both of you?
Like, well, there was one we weren't sure if like he was
Yeah.
flirting with her or he was flirting with me. But
And at one point,
Definitely
that's when
probably
we
you,
both
though.
realized we were wasted. Is
Yeah.
when we were leaning into each other, cracking up, and you're like, "Are you getting hit on, or am I?"
Dive as fuck.
yeah, it was a good time. Well,
Dang.
guys, as promised, we have a little Did You Know That this evening.
Did you know that?
This is something we did back in the pilot days, and we're going to bring it back tonight. I have some weird and fun and wacky and wild facts about certain things you guys might know about. Just wild
stuff.
And hopefully you guys didn't know these things, and I found them pretty fascinating. So what I do is when I get home, I'm drinking. I'm usually pretty drunk at this point. I go online, I start looking at things, and I'm like, holy shit!
Doing some research.
Yeah.
I had no
Casual
idea
research.
about this. So this is a little something we call Did You Know That?
Did you know that?
Also, what do you think about if I were to buy you a library card? Would you go into a library and do some research and like get it
Yeah.
under one of those like
Yeah.
and you're
So that's
So I
it's like
actually-
Jeremy's doing research. Like
I actually have to go. I don't know if I can do that. I'd probably end up
you
at that
have to go to the library. You were just making fun of Barnes and Noble. So
BT Dalton or B
And then,
Dalton,
like-
B Dalton bookstore.
and then like the person's like, I'm kind of quitting. I'm retiring. Do
Problem-
you want to fill in?
problem
and then you
is-
get real cool with the people, and then now you're
If
like,
I went to the library, all I would do is end up checking out like as many Goosebump books as I could at a time and
you're
reading.
like, why
those.
is Catcher in the Rye checked out?
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
last name Jeremy Breacher.
I gotta get that
Okay.
copy back from that wet behind the ears kid. Anyway, guys, this is Did You Know That? So first one I found pretty interesting was gunpowder.
okay,
Okay, so gunpowder, right?
love it. Seen it before.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, fun story about gunpowder. Dave Wachowski put gunpowder in a little Dixie cup, laid it on the ground in the street, and tried to throw a firecracker in it while standing above, figuring he'd wait till the firecracker exploded.
Bad move.
The fuse instantly hit the gunpowder and it exploded in his face.
Looked like a coal
Pepsi
miner.
Mentos
Yep.
like combo there.
Well, what I found out
do you
while looking
expect?
up gunpowder is in as early as the 13th century, gunpowder was often made with urine because it is rich in nitrates. Okay, so I thought that was pretty interesting. And then they go on to say that medieval gunsmiths they found that a mixture of earth,
Wind and fire.
earth, piss, and shit actually, and then throw
Same thing.
earth,
The three pillars of success.
earth, piss, and shit, and then
Yep.
a little lime. It says lime here, so just a little lime for flavor, I guess.
Shit.
And that combination
Did
of
you say
shit,
lime?
yeah, lime.
Man, throw a lime on
Yeah,
anything.
yeah, exactly.
That's the
They
perfect.
just wow.
That's the perfect Earth, Wind, and Fire cover band.
Earth, piss, and shit, with special guest lime. Exactly. Anyway, so those
Oh my
those
God.
things were combined to help out the production of gunpowder, and they would say that like a beer drinker's urine was definitely preferable
no
to that
doubt.
of a sober person.
I bet.
Okay.
And they said the best urine was that of a wine drinker. So a steady wine drinker, I guess, had the best urine to use with
Awesome.
that.
I wonder if it's like thicker.
I thought, yeah, I would probably
I
not.
would say it's
Probably not
Sweeter.
thicker. It's probably a little sweeter. So that's did you know that?
Did you know that?
a little fermented.
Next up, we have.
How about just being the dude that like you're basically like a consultant, right? That you just travel with the band and that you just drink so much fucking whiskey and beers that
Yeah.
you're just the pisser the
Oh
whole
yeah,
time.
yeah. They're like, don't ever let
Pisser and shitters.
don't ever
like,
let Neil
separate
go. Don't ever
things.
let Neil go to the bathroom. But he pees
And
on the
then you're-
on the bus.
You have the best protection, right? I mean, you're not dying because you have the best piss for all this gunpowder, right?
right.
I mean, God, what a deal.
Next one, Haley Bear might find this interesting. Lipstick.
Okay.
Yeah. She looks so enthused right now. But I guess in ancient Greece, prostitutes were required by law to sport red lip pigment because they didn't want to be confused for respectable women in the upper class. So they made a law that prostitutes had to wear red lipstick.
Oh, like lipstick on a pig.
Yeah.
Did it tell
exactly.
you what they used to make makeup out of?
What?
animals?
Well, I don't know. I'm asking.
Well, it says
you.
in ancient Greece, lipstick was made from a combination of red dye, sheep sweat, and crocodile shit.
Like weird shit. I knew it was like
Crocodile shit.
Yeah.
So again, earth.
Well,
earth
I mean, again-
shit
I get
and
that,
urine.
but how are you getting those sheep to
I mean,
sweat,
how do you think
man?
they're doing it
what
now?
What are you doing?
What do you think they got? Like some sort of like.
So I guess
crazy lipstick
fun. Another thing
tree?
I read
You
is
put the
in,
sheep on a treadmill. Get
in
them
the
sweat.
1700s, red lipstick in particular was outlawed in England. Even though the Queen, remember the Queen used to wear red lipstick.
Whore.
Let that
Like,
meat kick.
That was her in her paintings. She'd have red lipstick, and she'd be like real pasty white, so it's just this huge pop of
Kirsten Dunst.
Exactly. So I guess in the 1700s, red lipstick was outlawed in England on the basis that women were using cosmetics as a tool to seduce men into marriage, and the charge was witchcraft.
Ooh.
So they
if
outlawed
you
it
wore
in the
lipstick,
1700s. Yep. So you were trying to
You could get.
hypnotize a man into marrying you, and that was considered witchcraft. So we outlawed red lipstick in the 1700s. We're very smart.
we're
Not
back,
us,
baby.
but England.
We're
you know what I'm
back.
saying? And then similar laws prevailed in the United
How weird
States.
though, dude.
The United States did a law where a marriage could be annulled if it was found that the woman had been wearing red lipstick during courtship. So we kind of adapted that law and said that the marriage could be annulled because the man was obviously confused.
Is it still into play?
My lord.
No,
For
I'm
real?
Sure, I'm sure it's not a law
There's
anymore.
a lot of laws.
Well, I think
that
it's
are-
loose. It's still a pretty loose
like
law.
somebody
I
could
think pretty
probably
much
use
still.
it
You know,
if they
you
needed
put a
to.
lot of makeup on, and then you trick some guys into marrying you. I mean, it's kind
Catfishing.
of down
It's
this.
the catfishing law.
Yep.
So it kind of, I
Loose-
guess, exists.
Loose lips sink ships.
Ooh, a
Speaking
fisherman
of-
recognizes another fisherman from
right.
afar.
Now we're just saying sayings.
Wow.
All right,
Did you
another
know
one I
that?
got. Haley Bear, you know if I'm not smoking L&M's, what am I smoking? I'm smoking the Marlboro
Marlboro
Reds.
Reds.
Yep, Marlboro Reds.
Madmen.
So I guess related to lipstick, back in the day, Marlboro cigarettes, their first consumer target was women. And
Because it's hot.
Pregnancy, right?
Here's
Yeah.
why. Their campaign ads included a slogan that read, "Beauty tips to keep the paper from your lips." So the filter, the tip that we know today that's like a muted brown color, they actually used to be red so that when you wore red lipstick and you smoked cigarettes, it would hide the cigarette.
There's a very common theme.
So, of course, it didn't really go over that well with women, and more men were smoking Marlboros, so they turned it to the pale brown that you know today. And I thought that was pretty fucking interesting.
So should I be painting all of the bottom of my cigarettes red?
Yeah, I guess
If
that's
I
what
wear
they're
I
red
think
saying.
what we're
lipstick.
getting at is like if you're wearing red lipstick and you're smoking Marlboros, you get on
Double
a steak,
points.
you like get burned.
Yeah, you're a witch, and then they have to take your urine and make gunpowder. I think that's
I think.
What about red eyeliner?
that's a
Oh,
whole
wow.
different.
That
other
is
story.
Oh,
straight.
tricky.
That's
Yeah.
a whole different
Well,
other podcast. We could go for
that was
for
the-
2 hours on that. Yeah. Well, I got one more for you guys if you're interested. Doritos.
Oh, where
Right.
does this tie
Know
in?
them,
Who
love
fucking
them.
doesn't love Doritos?
Where does this tie
I'll
in?
always take a Dorito.
Dude.
There's not a
Who
time
fuck-
of
has
day.
Waverly,
Favorite
has
Dorito?
Waverly ever had Dorito yet?
Guys, really? Mine? Yeah. Every kind.
Your daughter?
Not the hot ones, though.
Do you like the 3Ds?
The what?
The 3D Doritos?
Probably
You remember
not.
back in the day?
I'm-
it was like they're puffy. It was like weird. It was just
No.
not
It's like someone
tight.
expanded a
Classic.
a
Yeah, it was like a
Dorito.
mini football.
Favorite bag of chips, go.
Ooh, okay.
Yep.
Now.
I'm gonna
Garlic and onion by Wise. It's a green bag.
Okay, heard.
barbecue Mike sells.
Wow.
Dayton,
oh,
Ohio.
shit. I forgot about you.
Funyuns. All day.
Funyuns.
All day.
Do you ever do the flaming hot cheetah or the flaming hot Funyuns?
I've actually never had those.
You do the hot fries?
Yeah, those are pretty good.
Andy
but
Capp's
they're
hot
almost
fries?
too hot, so you
Oh,
just
yeah.
keep eating them.
What about the salsa fries? I know that the bacon cheddar that he has.
No.
The Andy Cap, same one that does the hot fries. He does hot fries, bacon cheddar, and then there's one called salsa. Holy shit!
What about the jalapeno Cheetos?
Yeah, the flaming hot Cheetos
Anyways.
will fuck you up.
Look, no
All right.
free ads.
Yeah.
So Doritos, I had no fucking clue, and I cross-referenced the shit out of this, and it's true. Right after the park opened in the mid-'50s, the Casa de Fritos restaurant in Disneyland was throwing away lots of stale tortillas, and a salesman for their food supplier noticed the pile of old tortillas in the trash and told the chef he should try frying them. So the chef literally, hopefully it was a new trash bag, but the chef literally took the old tortillas out of the trash, fried them up, seasoned them, and Doritos were born. That's literally happened at Disneyland at a little
It
restaurant.
would happen at Disneyland.
Exactly.
Anything really, really good. Yeah. Oh my god.
Now the chips were such the chips.
That was a happy accident.
So this was probably, they said, mid-50s, and then
Walt.
they say that the chips were rolled out nationally by Frito-Lay in 1966.
So were they Disney born? Like, did Disney
Yeah,
sell them
from a
first,
park.
you think?
Yeah.
Well, they do say the restaurant was called Casa de Fritos, so I would imagine that
was
Fritos
already-
probably sponsored this restaurant in
Fritos
Disney.
been around. I
You know how
love
like Polaroid sponsors things, Coca-Cola sponsors
Yeah,
things in the
it's
parks, you know?
sponsored.
So like it was probably Fritos,
didn't
and they probably had like some dumb little Mexican restaurant in Disneyland, and the guy was there. So interesting shit.
Talking about the rich getting richer. I mean, that's a happy accident that Walt was like probably opening up Snow White, and they're like, Walt, you
Well,
got a minute?
thank God,
This
because-
dude just figured out these tortillas. What? I don't know. You want to sell them to Frito? Yeah. Well, how much? All right.
Thousands of gamers, thousands
I got
of
a movie to watch.
thousands of gamers that live with their parents would be dead from lack of sustenance if it wasn't for Doritos. So
I
thank you
agree.
very much, Doritos.
That just, I think, goes to show that like Walt Disney's in your life.
I mean,
24/7.
Yeah.
You just don't even know it.
Yeah, you just don't know it. The man controls everything.
Yeah.
Well, guys, that is Did You Know That?
Did you know that?
And I hope you all learned something today. I learned while I was investigating all that stuff.
Don't smoke cigs wearing red lipstick
Yep, definitely
That's
don't want to do
the
that.
biggest thing.
Yeah.
while watching a premiere of Snow White,
Yep. And where's Clyde?
and then taking a.
I think I hear Clyde scratching at the door.
No. He has to go on. What time is it?
Can you
He has
hear
to
me
do the
knocking?
weather. What time?
Oh yeah, that's right. We got to get Clyde.
He's
to do the
probably
weather.
already. Paul Delgado's. He's throwing it to him real quick.
That's it, baby. Yeah, we're they call us the Breeze, man. This is just kind of what we do. We shoot the shit, and we're really glad to have Hailey Bear on here tonight.
Thanks,
This was a
guys.
pleasure.
Yeah, it definitely was,
It was
a
a
pleasure.
pleasure.
I don't know what we're gonna get into when we get back next week with Dad, but this is gonna happen from time to time. So we're gonna have some special guests on. We're gonna have call-in guests. I'm really surprised Dad didn't try to call the show tonight. He's probably, Teresa, you think they're doing it? You think they're doing the show without me?
I'm gonna Mike. Don't call in, Mike.
Mike,
I
saw
This
on
is
They're
great.
doing this
Facebook.
thing.
Let them
I
be.
see it in my head, the whole thing.
Let them
Oh,
be.
yeah.
They're doing their thing. They got Haley's over there. I saw it on
Dude,
Facebook.
I wonder how many times he's asked him about their sausage links. Like, it's probably like a joke now.
So
That's just
during the pilot episodes, we called Brother Adam, our brother, and he's been living with our cousin up there, and our cousin's been starting a barbecue company.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been
All right.
selling barbecue,
Love it.
like literally holds a little tent outside of his fucking driveway. Does all sorts of things with it. He's always posting on Facebook these awesome pictures of meat, and I can't help myself but start drooling. So Dad's up there, but Adam called because Adam's been living with them, and Adam was just riffing on how Chris makes his own sausage, and then it was just a bunch of dick jokes after that. So we bet Dad's up there talking about the podcast 1,000 times, saying the same thing over and over and over.
He has said that twice already. You're just now getting this?
That's basically Dad in a nutshell, and joking about the sausage links over and over and over again. But I'm kind of jealous because he's probably up there grubbing out.
dude. He's probably like, like go in the fridge, get some brisket. Cold.
Oh yeah, just cold brisket hanging out, cold chicken.
Hey, you know what you do with cold brisket? Hailey, you put it on some Wonder Bread that's half toasted,
Half-baked.
and then you put a little bit of pesto
And you have to be half baked as
Yeah,
well.
you know how I love my eggs scrambled
with pesto.
with pesto.
Garlic salt.
or yeah.
With garlic salt, yes. Actually, I do. No. All right, listeners, I'm going to give you a tip. I don't like to give out my cooking tips. I won't give you my recipe for my meatballs.
I don't know if
won't
this
give
is
you
a
my
tip.
recipe for my meatloaf. But when you're cooking scrambled eggs, here's how Mama used to do it. Take the eggs, pour a dash of milk in there, whip the shit out of
Yeah,
it.
no shit. Come on.
Then while you just pour it in the pan, when you just pour it in the pan before it gets too, coagulated or however you want to say.
Throw some ham.
No, you throw peeled strips of Kraft American Singles in
Oh
that
yeah,
shit.
for sure. Goopy.
Can't get behind it.
And
You get a little
you can
goopy.
add
Nope.
confettied bologna or confettied ham, which Mom would do
Yeah.
as well,
Gotta
into
do
it.
Yeah,
But
you got the
with
ham.
that American cheese, that Kraft American cheese. Oh my God, that
Let
is
it
some
get
of the
runny.
best. That is some of the best scrambled eggs you'll. And then I add.
And then
a
I'm
little
ready
bit
to
of,
try my
Do you
kickflips
guys
out in
like
the fucking
it
street.
I put a little.
Runny, or do you like it scrammied?
I like it kind of runny. Dad would always overcook the scrambled eggs, and when Mom would make scrambled eggs, we're like, yes. And when Dad would cook scrambled eggs, we're like, fuck.
You knew they weren't going to
Yeah,
be
they
that
were
pretty good with the
great.
egg
Dry.
They
sandwiches,
weren't going
though.
to be mommies.
Yeah. Yeah, he was good with the egg sandwich and the
He's
fried
good with the
bologna
egg sandwich.
sandwiches and stuff like that. Yeah, but those eggs were the fucking best. And
Everybody's got their strong suit.
Yeah.
This isn't like MasterChef.
What's yours?
What do you cook,
What do you
I
got?
cook
What do you
all
got for
the
me,
time.
Hailey Bear? What do you got for me today?
In the plate today, in the crocky,
young lady?
I've got
This is delicious.
what I made.
What is it supposed to look like when I cut into it?
Medium to medium rare.
I'm hoping for like.
They're like beautiful.
No, it's
Excellent.
like, young
And-
lady, have you tried this yet? No, chef.
No, I didn't have
Take
time.
a bite for
It's like,
me.
no, I'm allergic to shellfish. Like, you know, there's
No,
like
that's
that
why I
one
fucking
competitor,
hated this challenge,
and he's like
dude.
such a little bitch, and he's like, I'm allergic to shellfish, I can't touch it, and he's like blames it on that, and it's
Why
like,
I was so
fuck
late
you,
to
grow
play in
up.
this shit. I don't
Yeah.
know what any of this fucking shit means.
You're like
I don't
literally
cook it.
grow up.
I like the little kids one because
Yeah,
it's
and
so
they're
cute.
way better.
Would
than
they
the
bust
kids.
ass though?
The
No,
kids-
but the little
yeah.
ones fall.
Oh my God.
They're
There's
like
they take
four.
it cornered
They're
too
four.
quick.
They're making a roux.
No, it's always the
Fuck
smallest
you.
kid. It's always the smallest kid on the show, the youngest kid. He's
He has
the
like a
tiniest,
step stool.
and he'll fucking fall and drop his
Literally.
eggs all over the floor and be like, "Oh
And
no,
it's just- and it's-
oh
yes,
no,"
they're
and
so
they
cute.
go like, "Oh no."
Like, breaks
it's a
down.
fucking brutal, and they always cut their fingers. And there's you know how you never see them,
Or
yeah.
if there's fire,
Yeah.
if there's fire, they're like, oh shit, and they have no idea what to do with it.
You see him like bust out like 50 fucking filet mignons in the burning heat, like serving up to like army people, and Gordon Ramsay's
Yeah.
like screaming at in that.
They're out in the fucking hot sun.
And they've got like the fat like country boy on the steaks. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, he's like, "My job around
Oh,
my
when
house,
they go to cook for somebody, the red team or blue team, and he's like,
my job around my house. I always do the steaks whenever
You're
we're
in-
grilling
He's like,
out."
I'm
"You're
from
in charge of
Texas."
meat," and he's like, "What'd you do?" I'm gonna take all. I don't know, chef.
The kid is 8 years old and he has backstories well beyond any of us. He's like, "Oh, well, I remember this one time me and my dad was down there fishing. We caught snapper, so I'm gonna grill this up. This is one of my favorite snapper recipes. Got a mango chutney here." But like,
It's
dude, you're
impressive.
fucking 8.
Yeah,
It's
I was in a
'cause-
dart tournament about probably 18
Yeah,
years ago.
They've all made incredible strides.
These
like-
kids are fucking great. though.
And
We
they're
started looking
8.
them up, and it's like
if
it's kind of sad. Like
Why?
if you
What
start to
happens?
follow their career, you're like, what happened to this one, or what
Well,
happened to
Yeah,
there?
because this one you really like.
the
or you
blonde
hate.
lady is very sweet. She definitely plays like the
She plays the
teacher,
nurse.
Oh, yeah,
the
the
nurse.
baker.
But they
The
could
baker,
never have
yeah.
Joe Bassiati or whatever the fuck his
Oh,
name
yeah.
is on there. He throwing plates like this tastes like the fucking.
But he would
bottom
always
of my
do this.
foot.
He'd be like, you know what, this tastes like an $85 plate in New York City.
And then Aaron
Yeah, but he's like,
yeah,
yeah.
cool. I don't know.
yeah, and they're like, I
Aaron
want to
Sanchez?
give you a private dining for 2, and it's like, fuck your dinner. Like they're just giving away dinners.
Have
at
you
this
tried
point.
it yet?
Have you tried this yet?
Yeah,
No,
that's
lady.
the best.
It's
It's,
like-
like,
No
and then
chef.
it goes to commercial, dude.
Then they eat it and they're like, "What do you think?" It's
It's
really good.
amazing. It's
Very well done, young lady.
this
Yeah,
is
they're
the
all
best.
just nice. It's just like they just needed to show Gordon
And then
Ramsay in a different light.
They have to do like all the dumb shit where they dump like a milkshake on top of
Yeah,
it.
they're
or,
Or like pounds
And
of
they're like
sugar, and I'm
Yeah.
like, dude,
Who's
all of
cleaning
that's in
this
their
studio
fucking
up, dude?
clothes, dude.
They
Like,
must hate them.
Yeah, dude.
They have to fucking hate them.
That's the
They're
part-
brutal with the adults.
Well, that's the part that actually gets kids to watch, I'm sure, you know. And then the kids go fucking burning the house down because their parents are gone, and they're like, "We're gonna kill."
got fire, chef.
But they expect them to know, like they don't go easy. They're making like macaroons.
Oh man, I want to watch that show now.
I was watching it yesterday.
That's a really good show.
Confession.
I wonder if we have a little holy moly tonight. That's usually listeners. That's usually our tradition after the show, which is coming up just in a minute.
Very good
we
show.
usually run into the living room and watch Holy Moly with Rob Riggle, and that is a fucking great show. It's kind of like a mix between Wipeout and then miniature golf. So they have to putt these weird miniature golf courses, but then they have to run and do stunts, and they usually get knocked in the water and so
Like
on.
a
So-
triathlon.
yeah, basically, this shit is fucking.
It's basically the Olympics. I mean, literally, we can probably jump back and forth, and it'll be the same damn thing.
I've got one
Except
thing.
for badminton. I mean, that is
one thing
a
before we go.
Yeah, real quick.
All right, before
How
we go.
crazy would it be if like we had the Olympics, yeah, but we also had something where it was like you were kind of like summoned like jury duty
Wait,
to like
Talking about like the Hunger Games.
yes, but like sir, like you were summoned to go to the Olympics and like they picked your sport
Like
and you
drafted,
were like
yeah.
God fuck, like I've got 4 months to
They're like, "All right,
prepare how
Remy,
to do like the
Remy,
high
yeah,
jump,
Remy,
like
you're on basketball.
yeah, and you're
Yo.
like shit, and they're like, this is Remy from Florida. Fun facts are
Drinks way too
Yeah.
much. Never
like-
eats.
smoked
very
for
unhealthy.
35
Don't know why
years.
he's stretching right now.
Back is constantly sore from sleeping on a couch, even though he has a bed.
Yeah,
5 feet away.
That
I
would
would,
be
I would
brutal.
watch those Olympics.
Tell me you wouldn't
I would
fucking
watch
watch it.
I would watch
Just a
those
bunch of
Olympics.
average
Oh.
people.
This is Peter.
Peter's from New England. I volunteer as
crazy.
tribute.
Hey, I volunteer tribute.
Volunteers.
But you win a shit ton of money if
Meg,
you win.
you want to go ahead and get up there for
All right.
the family?
If you're out there listening and you have
Government.
tie-ins with
Government.
NBC or any of the major sports, Bally
Jury
Sports,
duty.
somebody put it on. Put on the weekly Olympics and draft people that have no idea what the fuck they're doing. You've heard it here first.
We're going to end this with a bit of serenity.
That's right. All right, guys. Everyone, we want to thank you so much for listening to the show tonight. We had a lot of fun, and we hope you did too. We want to thank our special guest, Hailey Bear, for being here through all of it. We want to thank Dad for leaving. Seriously, Dad, just stay in Virginia. We'll be fine. I promise. And we're not going to trash your house either. And the air is only on 80 degrees. Wink, wink. Guys, this is They Call Us the Breeze. Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. Special thanks again to Miss Hailey Bear for coming out tonight.
Thanks, boy.
I do
Thank you.
appreciate it. Everyone, make sure you tell your friends about us. And make sure you go like the page. Facebook.com/They Call Us the Breeze. Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. We're going to get back at you next week. Dad will be back. And you'll hear from Hailey Bear from time to time. So, Ryan, what do you say? Let's get out of here, man.
Let's get out of here. Oh, I had fun.
Let's
I'm leaving
leave.
the chair.
All right, let's order some
We're
pizza.
leaving the chair now.
All right,
we
leaving
haven't
the
left
chair.
the whole time.
Bye, guys.